Listen, before I teach you anything today, I need you to really hear me, because the way attractive men talk isn't about perfect lines, fake confidence, or memorized tricks. It's something much deeper, something women feel before they even fully understand it, and I'm telling you this like a big brother, like someone who wants you to stop overthinking, stop forcing things, and finally start speaking in a way that makes women lean in instead of pulling away. Because here's what most guys don't realize. A woman doesn't fall for what you say. She falls for how she feels when she's listening to you. And today, I'm breaking down how naturally attractive men talk in real life, on dates, over text, in a way that makes women feel safe, excited, curious, and connected. These aren't tricks. These are mindset shifts and communication habits that any man can adopt if he's willing to stop talking like every guy she's already bored of. So sit back and listen like your future self depends on it. Point 1. They slow down instead of rushing to impress. Let me tell you something, nobody teaches men. Attractive men slow down when they talk. Most guys rush. They fill silence. They explain too much. They try to show they're interesting instead of simply being interesting. But the men women feel drawn to, they speak with a calmness that says, I don't need to win you, I'm already enough. This doesn't mean talking slow like some movie villain. It means you're not scrambling for validation when you speak. You take your time, you finish your sentences, you let silence breathe. When you slow down, you create a presence. A woman feels it instantly, like your energy has weight, stability, and control, because a man who talks slowly gives off a message without saying it. I'm not nervous, I'm not desperate, I'm grounded, and women feel safe around grounded men. You don't need a perfect joke or perfect story. Just stop rushing, stop performing. Relaxed speech equals relaxed energy, equals attractive presence. Point 2, they reveal just enough, but never everything. Here's a secret that attractive men understand. Mystery isn't created by being cold. It's created by being selective. Attractive men don't overshare. They don't dump their entire life story on a woman in the first 20 minutes. And they don't answer every question like they're reading from a resume. Instead, they share just enough to open a door, but never enough to let someone walk all the way inside. For example, instead of explaining every detail about your job, you say, yeah, my job is intense sometimes, but I like the challenge. Boom, sure, intriguing, confident, and she'll naturally want to know more. Selective reveal greater than oversharing. Mystery is not distance. Mystery is control over your words. A woman shouldn't know everything about you too soon. She should feel like there's more to uncover, layer by layer. That curiosity is attraction. Point 3. They speak with intention instead of trying to entertain. Listen, attractive men don't talk to fill silence. They talk with intention. Most guys ramble, try to be funny non-stop, or constantly look for approval by being interesting. Attractive men, when they say something, it has direction, a point, a purpose. They don't talk at women, they talk to them. When they ask questions, they ask because they genuinely want to know. When they tell a story, they share the part that matters. When they compliment, it's specific, not generic. There's a difference between "you're pretty" and "you have a calm energy." It's rare. One is noise, one is intention. Women feel the difference immediately. Talking with intention signals maturity, clarity, and emotional control. 3 qualities women crave more than looks or money. Point 4. They use playfulness as a testing frame, not a performance. Here's the real truth about humor. Attractive men don't tell jokes, they play. But their playfulness isn't childish, it's confident teasing that sets a tone. Playful men use humor as a test, not a performance. For example, if she says she loves coffee, most guys reply, "Oh, me too, I love coffee." But an attractive man might say, "Coffee? So you're one of those people who can't survive without caffeine, huh?" Light, fun, teasing, but not hurtful. Playfulness isn't about being funny, it's about showing you're not scared of her reaction. It says, I'm comfortable enough to tease you, and secure enough if you tease back. That dynamic sparks chemistry, because it creates a dance, not performance, not desperation, just energy, just flow. Point 5. They talk about their life like they're the main character. Here's something powerful. Attractive men talk about their lives with ownership. Not arrogance, not bragging, not insecurity disguised as confidence. Ownership. When they talk about their goals, they sound like they have already decided success belongs to them. When they talk about their past, they don't play victim. They speak about lessons learned. When they talk about their future, there's conviction, not fantasy. This doesn't mean exaggerating or bragging. It means you speak about your life with direction. A woman shouldn't feel like you're drifting. She should feel like you're driving. Because here's the truth. A man who knows where he's going is far more attractive than a man who's trying to impress her in the moment. Talk about your life like you're writing your story, not like you're waiting for permission to live it. Point 6. They don't try to be understood. They try to be felt. This is one of the most attractive communication habits. Attractive men speak from emotion, not just facts. Most guys talk about what happened. Attractive men talk about what it meant. For example, most guys say, "I went on a solo trip." Attractive men say, "I took a trip alone because I needed to reset. It changed me." That difference, that little shift, it makes a woman feel you instead of just hearing you. You don't need deep poetry, you just need emotional honesty. Women don't bond with your achievements, they bond with your humanity. A man who can put feelings into words, calmly, simply, without fear, becomes instantly magnetic because emotional clarity is rare, and rare is attractive. Point 7. They ask questions that make her think, not just talk. Most men ask boring questions. What do you do? Where are you from? What are your hobbies? Attractive men? They ask questions that spark thought, like, what's something you learned about yourself this year? What's the best decision you made in the last 6 months? What makes you feel most alive? These questions do 3 things. 1. They show depth. 2. They create emotional intimacy. 3. They make you stand out instantly. Any guy can ask her about her job, but few ask her about her soul. And trust me, women remember the men who make them think. Point 8. They set boundaries calmly. Attractive men do something most guys never master. They set boundaries without anger, fear, or attitude. If something feels off, they don't argue, beg, or try to convince her. They simply say, "I'm not okay with that." No drama, no guilt, just clarity. And that calmness is powerful because a woman can trust a man who protects his peace without losing control. It shows strength, maturity, and self-respect. A man who sets boundaries confidently sends one message: I want you, but I won't lose myself for you. I want you to remember something. Attraction through talking isn't about having the perfect script. It's about speaking like a man who's already enough. Slow down. Reveal selectively. Be intentional. Be playful. Own your life. Speak from emotion. Ask meaningful questions. If you do these things, you won't have to chase women. They'll naturally feel pulled toward you because your energy will speak louder than your words ever could.